What is going on, guys? It's Bevanation and welcome back to another video. And welcome to Champions Tuesday. This is where I'm going to battle you guys using the teams of the champions from Generations 1 to Generation 7. And today we're going to start with Blue. Now Blue has a lot of Pokemon to choose from because Blue has appeared multiple times throughout the generations. So what I did is I selected the Pokemon that I thought would work best in a team together. But yeah guys, sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Okay guys, so this is a battle against Braden on my Twitch. Remember guys, if you do want to take part in these battles, just rock up to my Twitch every single Tuesday at 4:30 PM GMT. Get yourself involved in these new Champion Tuesdays. Very excited to continue these. Okay guys, so we are going to lead with Arcanine and we're going to come up against a Yanmega. Now as you know, Arcanine is a kind of staple in all of Blue's teams. It was a problem Pokemon for me back in Pokemon Red, as I'm sure it was for many others. But the Yanmega is going to switch, and I actually went for the Wild Charge expecting a switch, because I had seen that the Lycanroc was there. I thought that, you know, switching into the Rock type off a Flare Blitz may have been kind of maybe the way to go, so I'm glad that I caught that. That's going to be able to finish it off now with the Flare Blitz, with the stab damage there on the not very effective. And, you know, I didn't take a lot of recoil from that, so far so good. A really good first turn on our half. I was very, very happy with that. And then in comes the Greninja. Now, man, I really love Shiny Greninja. I don't have Shiny Greninja. I need one. Okay, doke, so the Greninja comes in. I do not want to stay into that. I know that I was like expecting the protein one, to be honest. So I was like, okay, at least if it does a water move, Gyarados can tank that pretty nicely. It does use the Intimidate, but it doesn't really matter on a Greninja. These are more commonly the special attackers, as this one is. And we see a Hydro Pump. Now, I noticed that it didn't turn to a pure water type, so it must have Torrent. It was either that or Ash Greninja, and it wasn't Ash Greninja, so I'm guessing it was the Torrent one. We will recover with the leftovers there as well. It didn't do too much damage, and now the Greninja is going to be withdrawn, going into Kartana. Guys, this Kartana, this bloody Kartana was genuinely a thorn in my side, a paper cut in my side, if you will, you know. So we go for the Earthquake, which does actually reasonable damage to it, you know. However, this Kartana is rocking the leftovers, so I'm like, okay, bulky Kartana perhaps, maybe? I don't really know. We are also rocking leftovers as well on Gyarados. This Gyarados is not bulky, this is a pure attacking set. And as you know, Gyarados was another prominent Pokemon on Blue's team, depending on what starter you picked, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So I'm going to go back into the Arcanine here, expecting Leaf Blade, which does come, and man, look at that damage, man, that is like brutal. I did not expect it to do that much, you know. There's no Life Orb, there's no Choice Band, nothing. That just does a lot of damage to Arcanine, so not really what I was hoping for, but luckily, we do see a withdraw there and back out into the Greninja. So I was like, sound. Now, I wanted that Kartana gone, guys, so we go for the Z move. This Z move is coming off the Flare Blitz, so it will be that Inferno Overdrive, but of course our opponent did swap into the Greninja, so, you know, I would have preferred it to obviously hit the Kartana, but, you know, Inferno Overdrive into the Greninja is still going to do a fair bit of damage coming off of the Flare Blitz. Okay, so we send that massive Dragon Ball Z Fireball looking thing straight into the Greninja, and as you can see, it does a fair bit of damage, doesn't quite take it out. But, you know, luckily for us, this Arcanine does have extreme speed. It has Flare Blitz, extreme speed, Wild Charge, and Roar. Okay, so the Greninja goes down, so we are so far looking really good. We got 2 Pokemon down, and we're in a really strong position. Okay, so in comes the Heatran, and now I'm thinking, I don't really want Arcanine to be in here, so I'm going to swap it out and then go into Tyranitar. Now, I know what you're thinking, Tyranitar. Blue does not have a Tyranitar. Guys, I'm sure it's the Fire Red and Leaf Green when you re-battle Blue in the Champions League, lol, in the Pokemon League. He does in fact have a Tyranitar. He also has a Heracross as well, I believe. So the Tyranitar there takes that Earth power quite well. However, this is going to be a Stab Flash Cannon. It doesn't do well against that and will go down. So it doesn't get to shine in this battle, but overall Tyranitar, you know, is such a strong Pokemon, and especially with the one I was running it with Life Orb, and it was very, very powerful. Okay, so in comes the Gyarados. We're going to use that Intimidate like it's a special attacking Pokemon. It doesn't really matter. However, I know that it doesn't want to stay in, but I'm expecting the switch to an Earthquake, right? So I'm going to go into Aerodactyl, hoping for the Kartana, because I don't think it wants to do the Earthquake, and I know the Kartana can tank an Earthquake. So, okay, the Heatran does get withdrawn, and it is the Kartana, so, you know, at this point I was like, oh, 3000 IQ, please, yes! And we're going into Aerodactyl. Now, Aerodactyl was used, and I think you can find them in Pokemon Silver, and in Pokemon Fire Red as well, you do get Aerodactyl on Blue's team as well. So we're going to go for a Sky Drop. Now, unfortunately, this is a kind of toxic Sky Drop kind of set. However, this kind of works against us because of the leftovers on the Kartana. So we go for the Sky Drop. I was hoping for some decent damage. It does okay, not exactly fantastic. And it's just going to go for a Smart Strike. Now, you know, without the... I gotta say, this was probably the weakest Pokemon on our team, because without the Mega Evolution, I really got to say that Aerodactyl is frail. Like, that is an Assault Vest Aerodactyl that I've got. And it is... you're still going down to most things in a one hit, so a super frail Pokemon, and now the Beast Boost comes, so I'm even more terrified. So with that +1 in attack, I'm like, nope, we're not having that, you're not doing that to me. We're gonna get them back to neutral with the Intimidate. I can't understate how important Gyarados was in this battle, you'll see why in a bit. So, Kartana now goes for that Leaf Blade, doing so much damage to us, but we do survive, just survive. I was like honestly, the edge of my seat here, guys, because I knew that I needed the Gyarados. The Gyarados was, if I was going to win here, I need the Gyarados to stay alive. So Kartana getting some recovery, the Earthquake doing some good damage to the Kartana there, and of course we've got a little bit of leftover recovery at the same time. So we're looking okay, a bit frail right now, so I was like, you know what, screw this. Kartana's going to go back, we are also going to go back. I'm not looking to keep Gyarados out here. I didn't expect the switch, to be honest. Quite thankful that we did get the switch there, though. Gyarados will go back as well. Excuse me, guys. And we're going to go into the Venusaur. Now, remember, it all depends. I said that Arcanine, Gyarados, or a Grass type all depends in Pokemon Red and Blue what starter you pick. So if you pick Charizard, he would have a Blastoise and not have Gyarados. If you pick Venusaur, he would have a Charizard and not have an Exeggutor, such and such. So I had free reign over what starter I wanted to pick, and I got to say I think the Venusaur is the most competitively viable, and you know, it's one of my favorites as well. But anyway, there's a solid switch in from our opponent. The Toxic doesn't work because it's a Steel type. However, we've got Thick Fat. Remember, Thick Fat reduces the damage from Fire type moves as well as Ice types. So I thought I'd stay in here, see how much we can do. This is a bold set, so it's physically defensive, but even against the special attacker, that does really nice nice bulk there. And with the Leech Seed off now, we are going to be recovering health at the same time. So I've used this Venusaur many times, guys. It's really been successful for me in the past. However, I'm going to withdraw here and go straight into the Arcanine, hoping for a little switch. And we do get a switch, which is nice to see. And it will be the Yanmega come back out. That shiny Yanmega is really nice. I do like the blue instead of the green. I think it really does make it kind of pop out some more. However, Yanmega does not want to stay into this Pokemon, so it swaps again, going into the Umbreon. Now, I was just thinking, let's get Yanmega gone, and I'll probably go down to the recoil damage, so I went for the Flare Blitz. Now, guys, you all know how bulky Umbreon is. Look at this. Umbreon tanks that so nicely. However, it's actually quite a good thing, because we don't go down. I'm very convinced that we are going to go down here, so I go for the extreme speed just in case it was a little bit faster, any sort of priority or anything like that. It does go for foul play, and Arcanine goes down, but Arcanine did such a good job this battle. Most of the battles, you know, it was a really hard-hitting Pokemon, you know, especially with that Z move, so I'm like super proud of what it did there. So we're going to go back into the Venusaur, and our opponent is going to swap out the Umbreon, and we're going to see the Yanmega come back in again. And now, I was thinking I could go for Toxic here or something like that on the Umbreon, but I actually opted to just go for the Sludge Bomb, try and get some pure power, eliminate the Umbreon, and swapping into the Yanmega actually was fine, because look how much damage we do there. It does go for an Air Slash, so I was kind of a bit paranoid about getting a flinch. It does do some really nice damage to us there. It is a very strong Pokemon, you know, with its ability. You can Choice Specs it as well, which makes it even stronger. However, the Yanmega goes down, there is no flinch, so the Sludge Bomb takes it out. Okay, now coming into the Heatran again, and I'm thinking, okay, what can I do to this Heatran? Now, in my head, I know this is 4 times weak to Earthquake. I know this is 4 times weak to Earthquake. I know that if I keep Gyarados alive, I can win this fight against the Heatran. I just need to eliminate the Kartana. Remember, guys, the Kartana was super on my mind right now. So we start with the Leech Seed. Going to try and get as much damage to this Pokemon as possible before I go down, because I now know that there is no real point in swapping Venusaur out here. If I do, the Pokemon I've got in the back will go down, definitely, and I kind of need to keep both of them, you know, so... You know Gyarados is there. There's another Pokemon that is very important to the end of this battle. So it goes for another Lava Plume. We hold on again. Honestly, this is the tankiest Venusaur. You know, with the Leech Seed, it's got Giga Drain as well if you use Giga Drain on it. Unfortunately, Giga Drain does not do a lot of damage to this specific Pokemon. But, man, honestly, it is so hard to get it off the battlefield once you've got it going. So So, not very effective. We only regain about 5 HP there. It isn't going to be enough to survive one more Lava Plume. But, you know, Venusaur, like I say, very bulky Pokemon, did so great in all of these battles. You know, all the battles that I've used it in, you know, I used it in the Poison team and in the Grass team, guys. You can go and check those videos out. This is the exact same Venusaur. Okay, so now I'm going to go into Alakazam, right? This was, again, I cannot understate how strong this Pokemon was. So I'm rocking this Alakazam with a Choice Specs, Energy Ball, Disable, Psychic, and Shadow Ball, right? So I'll go for the Specs Shadow Ball. It does literally nothing to this Umbreon, but guys, we are a timid nature. We are very fast. So I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball again, hoping for maybe a crit or something. We don't get it, and I was like, no! I was convinced that was it. The Umbreon goes for the foul play, guys. Gonna hit us really, really hard there. But we survive! Oh, the clutch Alakazam. It goes for another Shadow Ball, and it takes out the Umbreon. Now this is a 2v2. You know, the Kartana and the Heatran left. Now, I'm thinking to myself, Kartana is so fast. Kartana is so fast. Do we outspeed it? Will it all come down to the nature, or is it faster? I didn't go and check. I didn't know. We were faster. I couldn't believe it. My opponent couldn't believe it. We're gonna hit that with a Spec Shadow Ball. That's gonna go down to the Kartana, and I know here the game is won because all that's left is this Japanese Heatran. I'm sorry if that's not Japanese. Something like that. We've got this Heatran, the shiny Heatran. I don't care, I can go for the Shadow Ball because Earthquake in the back from Gyarados. Remember I told you guys, Gyarados was the key to winning this match. I knew Gyarados would have been the key, and it was. The Flash Cannon's going to come, that is going to eliminate our Alakazam, but it doesn't matter. It managed to take out the Umbreon and the Kartana. I couldn't, honestly guys, I could not believe it. So we are going to swap into the Gyarados. I was like, if I miss this, it shouldn't miss, but I would have been so salty. We've had some salty incidents in this stream, guys. But man, the Intimidate's there, doesn't even matter. I just spam Earthquake here. That's 4 times weak to the Earthquake, so the Heatran is not going to enjoy that. And guys, oh, the Heatran goes down, and that was such a tense battle. I had such a good fight there. All of the fights were fantastic, guys. You guys did so well. But yeah, GG. So there we have it, guys. The first week of Champions Tuesday is complete. Thank you very much for watching. Guys, remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we're going to be coming back with double battles next week. And we are going to be using Red's team. Because, you know, you, the player, beat Blue in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. So Red technically is a champion, so we're going to rock up with Red's team. But guys, thank you very much for watching. Remember to follow on all social medias, guys. Have a good one, and I will see you for the next video.